Welcome back to the page, everyone. Here we talk about everything crypto and how it can change your financial position. This is your boy Rayleigh, and I'm here to give you the rundowns of the markets to the best of my ability. Please take note, I am not a financial advisor. This is nothing but entertaining, educational information. Nothing more, nothing less. Please take any trades at your own risk. Do not involve me with your pockets. That's all I got to say. With that being said, let's go ahead and join in on what we've got to talk about today. Well, crypto in general, with what is 21,000, it's a little over 21,000 cryptocurrencies in this entire market. It's a lot. It's way too many, if you ask me. Market cap just shy of $1 trillion, though, which is way too low, if you ask me. And we're just going to talk about where it is that we can see ourselves going from here. It's no better time to plant a tree than today. Well, the best time was 20 years ago, as a lot of people like to say, but hey, 20 years done passed already. So the next best time is right now. Today, I want to get to talking about a diversification strategy because a lot of people who would like to put money into cryptocurrency projects, they just don't know where to put the money. They don't know how to put the money into it for one either. That's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day. But we're just going to talk about how it is that we're going to well, how I like to diversify. It's a very simple one. That way, I feel like I can't lose as long as I got more pieces on the chessboard. So, looking at this spreadsheet here, I'm getting kind of used to making a bunch of these. Very, very helpful. Keep you organized. But when it comes to cryptocurrencies, I like to go to these categories right here and like you can just pick through all the categories. And I picked the main ones that I see making a move in this upcoming bull market, which will be decentralized finance, which is the opposite of banks. They're centralized finance. So you are going to be your own bank. Who wouldn't want to do that? NFTs, people love little JPEG images. This is, this is not where I see NFTs at though. They're supposed to have real utility behind them, actually have a purpose behind them instead of just a like if it's just a piece of art, that's great. I'll buy the NFT and you send me the artwork, that's fine. But a lot of people just buy these things off of whims. But in the future, I do see a massive gains and profits in this space alone. The metaverse is going to be like one of the biggest coming out within this next bull run. It's already set in stone, if you ask me. We'll have a video talking about that pretty soon. And just others. Like these are the top three, then I'll put it in others. It don't even matter what it is. It's just gonna be a nice little section. And how I'll normally would break that up is 25%, 25%, 25% within 25%. Let me explain. So let's say, for example, I had $1,000. I'll divide that $1,000 into four. It's $250. That'd be 250 in each category. Boom. Now, with that 250, I'll divide that up between high caps, mid caps, and then low caps, and then have another 25% in a holding bag. Holding bag is very important. If you don't have a holding bag, your strategy most likely will fail unless you're just gonna let whatever it is you buy sit there for 10 years. But to each his own. I feel like helping yourself get the bigger profits a lot earlier is a lot better than waiting. But for those of you who don't know what a high cap, mid cap, or a low cap project is, let's go ahead and discuss that. So if you get up here on coin market cap, simple. It just lines them all up from 1 to 2,000. I mean, 21,000 or whatever, however many currencies they are. They're all listed up here. And you'll check their market cap right here. This is a high cap, of course. Bitcoin is being the North Star of the market. Ethereum right behind it in the top 20. Well, you can say the top almost 30. All of these billion dollars, multi-billion dollar companies right here. Yeah, they're high cap. You can, mid cap would be like hundreds of millions of dollars within the market cap, and then low cap would be just like tens of thousands, a couple 100,000 maybe. Those are really low cap, like extremely low cap. But with very low cap markets, if they were to make a massive jump, you'll see more for profit than you would from a Bitcoin, because we'll need a whole nother 3.6 billion, no, $368 billion jump into Bitcoin just to see this price double. You know, it's a lot of money just to make it double. If you have that much money, 300 some $billion flowing to a low cap project, then that's like, I don't even want to do the math. You can almost have like a 50x on that towards your income right there. But that's why diversification is key and it's nice. You have all your different projects. How I like to do it is in the metaverse, I might have like five decentralized. I have five, like a 20 projects I'm looking at all together. Get five, 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 five. And that 250 will divide up into that, into them, and split them all up from the high to the low caps. It's a little difficult looking at it from the outside in, but at least trying to understand it and trying to go about it yourself will help you out in the long term. But let's go ahead and get into the news. What we're going to be talking about today. Hey, it's the bear market, man. Blood's in the streets. Best time. Bitcoin may see more pain in the near future, but the bulk of the bear market is already likely behind it. I totally agree. Bear markets normally last for a year, and it's been in a bear market since November of 2021. So we're due. We're due for all this to just come to an end. But right here, this is a interview with Philip Swift. Hey, go look him up. He's a nice guy. This is a question he was asked. How is the bear market different from the previous Bitcoin cycles? Is there any silver lining? Um, this is his answer. I was around for the 2018 to 19 bear market, and it actually feels pretty similar. All the Tories have left, and you just have the committed, passionate crypto people remaining in the space. These people will benefit the most in the next bull run, as long as they don't go crazy trading with leverage, which is important. One of the best things you can do is don't put in what you're not willing to lose. If you over leverage yourself and you need to take out money because you need to pay your bills at the same time, it wasn't no point in you buying it in the first place, because within that whole process you lost money regardless. um in terms of silver lining, I have a couple. First, we are actually a fair ways through the market cycle and likely through the majority of the bear market already. The chart below shows Bitcoin performance each cycle since the halving, and we are already around the capitulation points of the previous two cycles. And pretty much what he's saying is, you look at this chart here, like this red lining right here, that's the 2013 to 14 bull run. And then it shows the bear market when it bottoms out pretty much right here. It, I don't know exactly. I thought it had dates right here. But as you see in blue, this is the 2017. And then it bottoms out. Boom. This is the 2020 to 21 bull run. And we're in the bear market now. So exactly where are we going to go from here? Well, historically speaking, every time Bitcoin hits a bottom, it's roughly 84% drop. If we come and move over right here, we can measure that out and just see. Okay, so from right here at the tippity top, 84%, we're looking at a roughly a $10,000 Bitcoin. Would love to see that, who wouldn't? You know, no matter if you had $10,000 or just $1,000, throw it in there, and you're just gonna ride the wave up. If you got the balls to handle the storm, at least. But if you compare it to the last couple bull runs, and I mean, well, bear markets that we did have, you can see the similarities in it. Let me get rid of this right here. I was up here having fun drawing on everything. Luckily, name my other graph, man. So too much stuff on it. But let's see. This is the 2013 to 14 bear market, and you can see just how far we had to drop. This is all they all going to do the 84. There's actually one more bear market I don't have up here that also did the 84% drop, but this chart in particular, just don't go back that far. So we're gonna use the 13 to the 14 bill mark, and as you see, just like the chart was saying right here, we're almost there. Like if this was that capitulation period right here that we're going through, you can see another drop off down to the 10,000, completing the 84% correction. Even right here, so state of capitulation. Yeah, it had a little massive runs right here, a little something, something, but ultimately fall off the shelf. Same here, a little massive runs, but ultimately fell off the shelf. And we're in the middle of having a couple of runs here in this current bear market. But I do predict that we're going to fall off the shelf. It's a little game that the billionaires like to play. They all diversify into all of the top projects. Like all of them do. They all diversify within stocks, mutual funds, precious metals, commodities, real estate. They diversify into all of it. And when they all put their money out at the same time into all of these different, funds and accounts that they have, it manipulates the markets like so. Just like it has been every single time. That's just a comparison right here. And these are bottom like downward sloping it was a wedge formation, and ultimately they do cause for a breakout. And it's the same thing here. You can just put this right here or right here on it from top down to the bottom. And as you see, there's another 45 to 50% drop coming. Yeah, I'm not a guru. I'm not a prophet. Don't take my word for it, because I wouldn't want to get too greedy trying to get down to the bottom, because it's different. Like crypto is different. The world is different. We're going through different problems nowadays. So you can't necessarily like history is a good thing to rely on to teach you to get like confirmation on, but it's not like it's not set in stone. Nothing is ever set in stone. You can always everything's always different. Like this one right here didn't fall out of his it didn't fall out of the triangle the same way this bear market did. It stayed within it, but that's where it bottomed out. So it was a little bit different. This one could be a little bit different. In fact, with the backs of institutions trying to hop into the market anyways, it could just see a rally out of it and break towards the top, and we can be at a bottom already. Like I said, it just depends on the macro sentiment of the market itself. I mean, you gotta look at things that's going on around the world, honestly, because it's not just people in the US who's put money into this. You got people in Russia, you got people in Ukraine. What are they doing? Having a war. Their people can't even put money into the market how they want to. But they have things set up to where they're profiting off of crypto even during these times to help them along, like with Russia going against sanctions. I believe earlier in the year they was using crypto as a hedge fund against that. So institutions and governments want to get in it. They do see the benefits, and at this point, crypto is here to stay. It's nothing else to that. It's here to stay. It's too much money that's already been put into this market, almost $1 trillion. You think it's going to get rid of $1 trillion like that, man? Whatever. It's here to stay. And all the companies is actually making positive moves towards day-to-day life. Like for example, we got XRP here. They're they're fighting against a lawsuit against the SEC right now. Because America like to have their hands on everything in control. But they're working on cross-border payments systems for banks to make it almost instant, like under 5 seconds, instant and very, very, very cheap. And it's just from point A to point B, not from point A to B to C to D to all the way down to M before it even gets to its destination. That's too many middlemen you got to pay. It's a lot cheaper. That's the thing about digital technology. Like just like sending an email. You want to make that analogy. And the best thing about it is you don't need to understand how any of this stuff works. None of it, because none of you guys understand how your computer sends emails to another computer and how the electrical waves actually travel in the air and deliver it in unprecedented speeds. Nobody understands it. We just know it works. So you don't need to understand solely how this company, Atom, is doing exactly what it said it's trying to do. Only thing you need to know is whales are buying, billionaires are buying. Move where the money is, and you will get a piece of the pie. But with that being said, long term, very bullish on crypto as a whole. In fact, I'm looking I don't want to pull it up right now. My technicals at least, and a lot of other technicals is us getting all the way up here to 150K. You know, we were supposed to reach past 100,000 this last bull run, but COVID hit, slapped us down. We didn't just go straight off to the top. Like, if you want to go back, how this one right here just going straight to the top the whole time. Yeah, all the way up to the top. Yeah, we ain't get to have that luxury. But yeah, you can see it right here. Boom. This is a massive gains. Boom. The blue line, massive gains. We were cut short. It's like we just got cut in half, the little tip. But bear with it. Like I just said, macro market sentiment. Cause that affected the entire globe. Wasn't nobody traveling, wasn't no money being moved. So it wasn't even no money getting put into Bitcoin. But with that being said, I do believe that if we were to, follow history, say we started up here at the top, boom, and a measurement down to that 84% drop, roughly a year is normally how long a bear market is roughly a year. We won't see a bottom out until like middle or end of November, the beginning of December. It could even drag out a little bit longer, especially with inflation rates like going up like crazy. We're in a recession right now, so it's a lot to really look at and to try to play off of. But no matter what, long term, yeah. Remember the days when Bitcoin was $10? None of you do because none of you knew about it. And that's the great thing about getting into projects before people know about it. And still, even right now, not a lot of people know about crypto. So it's still a lot of liquidity sitting on the sidelines that's just waiting to get rushed in. So you might as well get a piece of the pie and don't leave your pockets hanging dry. But with that being said, I appreciate everybody who stuck to the end of the video. And trust me, this is going to get better from here. I'm still learning when it comes to this, and I'm going to do nothing but improve. That's the only thing we can do. Well, thank you.